What's up, everybody? It's Amon here. Welcome back to another one of my tier lists. And today's tier list, as you see by the title, is going to be an Overwatch tier list on characters, but more just how I feel about them playstyle-wise. Now, this is also going to go into the competitive scenery of all of them, and my personal opinion from other players, and how I feel about it in general. Like, I'm talking about other people's opinion, but also my personal opinion to other players and their playstyle, what has been shown. Did a lot of research involving these characters and got things together more from pro scene. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's see how this goes. It's going to be weird because of how I'm facing with the camera is very weird. I'm not trying to have my hands in a direction. So hopefully it's good and I'll be able to do this, you know. Hold up. Get comfortable. Right. So the first character we have is Ashe. Now, if you're an MLG gamer with Ashe and you're able to snipe and do different things, pretty good. She's pretty good. I would say she's good. Great single class character, pretty medium average to play. The better your aim and positioning, you're good. She has one of the best ults. Bob is a beast. You get my boy Lucio. Lucio is very debatable. I feel like he's a great character because I'm a Lucio main. But in a lot of scenarios, he is very ultimate and supreme. And I'm a little bit biased, but I'm just going to stay pretty true. Depending on the scenario, the dude is phenomenal. He's very hard to kill. He's very fast in a lot of scenarios. Dude's a music speedster. I would say he's an ultimate. These are all the ranges. Okay, just making sure these controls are all good. Hold up. All right. Boom. All right, that's good. All right. Just want to make sure everything's good because my desk's kind of buggy. Someone's stuck on my chair. Alright, let's do this back in here again. So you got Junkrat. Junkrat is arguably just full on S tier / ultimate. In the scenarios, he's able to create bacon. I messed up there. Had a tongue twist. Big crowd control. Distributed a bunch of different damage. He's an epic DPS. And his ultimate can just get a full team kill each time, depending on the scenario. So he's doing an ultimate. Let me drink some water real quick. I'm all good. I'm not gonna have a tongue twist again. We're all Gucci. Now Hanzo has the same case. He's a lot more theoretical. And I feel like he's just a great character. A lot of scenarios, he's very implementive. He's pretty good, you know. Genji. He isn't good and great. A lot of surreal things about him have been taken away. He's a lot of plateau situations where he's able to stack on damage, bring out a bunch of dishing out scenarios to his more sensible feel. In case that doesn't make sense, I'm just going to put him in good. It's pretty much Genji in scenarios able to position and climax on a bunch of dishing out similarities in the team fight and be able to theoretically plateau them into one direction with his deflect and how he's able to maneuver and have undisengaging crowd control. I said all that right, I'm happy because I feel like I'm about to have a tongue stroke again because there's a lot to say, but I'm saying it right, I'm happy. But again, that doesn't make him bad. It's just about how the situation, alternative events get put together. You feel me? So that's why I put Genji in good. Doomfist. But you gonna have a rant today, boys. Okay, look, I'm a Doomfist main, so I'm very biased, you know. But at the same time, it depends on who's playing. The top players, they're very good, making this dude the all might of the game. In general, he's just good. But if you're able to roll out, bring out dishing effects of damage in the scenarios, take out your healers on the enemy team, be able to help everybody in between, able to spy out on everything, great positioning, sprout activation. Did I say it right? Activation? Yeah, because he's active and out on the mission, activation, target and all that. I think you guys get what I mean. But at the same time, To a general scope of clarity, I would say he's great. Again, I'm pretty biased because I'm a Doomfist main, but that's the way I feel. It really depends on who plays him. But Doomfist is in a very mixed scenario. But a lot of this is able to allow him to become unstoppable and be an implemental bringer of pain. The dude is able to flow around the map, spy on people, get in great position, and get on buildings, different theoretical heights, be able to pop out in between scenarios, and clap a nigga and put their ass in the dirt. So that's why I believe Doomfist is a great character. Get nerfed a lot, but it's pretty dope. Diva, great character. Infinite ammo, flow around the map. He has multiple lives pretty much. She can gear all really fast depending on the scenario. And there's just a clusterfuck of different things. And her ult can get team kills. And it's OP as hell depending on the scenario. Now, it's a very biased setting though because you get behind a wall in different scenarios and you're not really locked in. Nothing's gonna happen. But if it's in a big scenario where you can't get cover, you're done for. Now, Brigitte, I think she's a pretty high character, you know. Great mixed evaluational character, bunch of different values in setting, bring DPS control, crowd control, is able to put people off the map, depending on scenario, but it's not as a biased setting like Lucio, because it's a full on boop and a full unsensible feel of the area, because Brigitte is a lot more incentivized to a main plateau of that entire setting. But Lucio is completely random because you can't catch up with him, and he's not very eccentric into the feel. She's a lot more readable, pretty much. But still, I think she's pretty cool. Bastion, fight me. Dude's an ultimate character. Pirate comp, he's unstoppable. Dive meta, uncounterable symptomation of how people are going to be distracted. He unloads on them. His ultimate is ridiculous. He's just a living turret, a fucking machine gun. You can't fight that. Fight me. I'm sorry, but the dude is a beast. The most powerful character in the game, arguably. Wrecking Ball. I don't like this character, but in general, he's good. Great at crowd control. Did I say crowd control? What did I say? Great at crowd control? Crowd control? I'm pretty sure I'm saying this right. I don't know why. Let me just drink some water real quick. Probably because I'm talking really fast. But so the truth. He's good at crowd. Okay. How was I about to say that? He's good at crowd control. Crowd control? Yeah, I said it right. Okay, I'm happy. Need some more water. I don't want this to be a loose end. Okay. Finish what I was trying to say. He's good at crowd control. It's suitable in a lot of different scenarios. And the tank that's more good as a stall character, but can get into a bunch of different positioning and is very fucking annoying. Yeah. Gazaria, great character. Ult is ridiculous. Combo with Doomfist, a bunch of different characters, just a bunch of infinite kills. And in general, she's a good shield tank, you know. A lot of shield damage XP points. A lot of things. And shield damage is packing off to the other things. Then Zenyatta. I would say he's a high healer. Makes you DPS. He's arguably the baddest healer, but I still think he has good value. This depends. And that's really hard to say about Zenyatta. He's just a pretty simple character. Winston. A good character with is always able to juggle, install, the Goliath of the team, impacting a lot of different scenarios, and as the dive king. Now, Widow. If you're good at being a sniper and able to get in between the crowd and position, she's an ultimate character. She's better than everybody here. In general, she's just great. But with that being said, you're at ultimate. I'm sorry. Tracer. Arguably ultimate, but in general, I'd just say it's great. She's ridiculously fast, obviously. She's a speedster of the game. She has the ability that allows her just to come back to life pretty much in between the situation. It's just a beast. Can't catch her most of the time, and you have to be very positionally active in the situation to be able to catch her. and she counters my nigga Doomfist hard. But I mean, most Doomfist are able to counteract her by knowing position and playing Tracer themselves. And me, I don't have a big hard time with Tracer because in general, you just have to move fast as Doomfist not to deal with it. Plus, you're gonna keep getting health the more and more you damage her, so it don't matter what she does, it's not gonna work. Even though there are situations where Tracer just can't hit her. Torbjorn is a good character, and when it comes to positions, he's pretty good. And in other collateral takes of comp, of dive, positioning, pirate cope, and a bunch of different scenarios where it's just a stagnation of a plethora of damage, he is dope. So I could buff him up to great, but in general, he's just good. Like, he's a very situational character, and I don't think he's bad, but not. I'm saying great, you know. What up? There's also something up. All right. Now, Symmetra. In big crowd situations, she's great. In general, I'd say she's good, but I'm going to go ahead and put her in great, though. Shout out to my boy FTK Peter. Sombra. I would say, in general, she's great. In crowd control scenarios, she's able to blockade a bunch of people from doing what they can do. She takes out almost every ultimate. And debatably, she's better than Widowmaker, but I would say she's just an ultimate as well. Soldier. I would say he's just alright, but in different scenarios, he's pretty good. But he's an alright character. Just a Call of Duty character. He's standard, easy to play, dope. Baptiste, ultimate. I got 3 reasons. The dude got to move where you're immortal. He got to move that purifies everybody's damage. And the dude arguably is all over the place depending on how he plays. So that's the main reason why I say he's an ultimate. Fight me. Sigma, great. Crowd control king, is able to pierce everybody's moves with one move that precipitates a bunch of health to him. And he's an abdominal creature in that scenario because, first of all, he absorbs almost every move and reflects it with just him being more buffer and having a bunch of plethora of abilities that are able to disengage people, take them out. The dude is just all over the place. Now, his aim and how you position him is very debatable, but he's still pretty good. You know, this is just the main founding plethora of it. This is the main way I feel about it. I don't think I said anything wrong there, in my opinion. It's still right. Like, you just have this dude being unstoppable because he just has too much of plethora of versatility. Like, he's just versatile in a bunch of different scenarios. That's the main reason why I see that. Echo is not actually on this tier list. Where I would put Echo, I put her in ultimate. She can take people's moves, and she is a beast. Simple. Roadhog. Good character. Good crowd control. He's a tank that can take a lot. He's a very stall character. Stall king, in my opinion. Arguably, that goes to Wrecking Ball. But yeah, that's really it for Roadhog. He's unstoppable in a bunch of scenarios. Living Apocalypse. Reinhardt. I'm going to put him in great. I mean, the dude has great shield work. Bring out a lot of damage. The only bad things about him is they don't got good range. He's too slow in some scenarios. But with his moves and stuff, you can do a lot. Reaper. Great character. He's unstoppable. Can get health each hit. He's a great stall character, and his ultimate is ridiculous. Pharah. Great as well. I'm sorry, but these characters in comp in a bunch of different scenarios are just unstoppable. Her ult gives her great range. She is a very easy target depending on who you play. So arguably she's just in good there. But still, she's a good in a lunch. Not lunch. What the fuck? I meant a bunch. How do I even mess that up? How is that possible? I said lunch. What the fuck? I don't know why I was thinking of that. I mean, I am pretty hungry, but I don't know how I thought of that. Either way, she's good in a bunch of different scenarios and is fixated on crowd control and misengaging fire, where she's able to take out a bunch of targets that wouldn't be able to notice her depending on the scenario, even though she is loud. But she's very easy to pick off. And drink some water. Jesus Christ. See water here. Okay, fuck my fingers on the camera. Trying to disangle this to the right motion. Okay. Okay. I feel like I can actually talk properly today. Okay. Next we got Orisa. Marisa is a good character. He counters Doomfist in a bunch of scenarios, but it doesn't really work all that much. But it works in a plethora of situational scenarios. So if Doomfist is up in the air a bunch, you're fucked because she just stops all your combos right then and there. And she doesn't actually get the same effect of most of the plethora of combos and fixation of damage and collateral sensibility because he's able to get out of black hole, correct me if I'm wrong, or not even still a lot of damage that would be pulsated back to her. It doesn't really get the same effect. It still works, but it's just like he's just a standing statue that can take your damage and she dishes out the same shit to the same amount. So it's just very annoying. So that rat, I'm not gonna say lunch with a bunch. Just a bunch of shield, pretty much. Moria, great or good in this scenario. That's really where I'm putting her. Not rarely. I'm pretty sure I didn't say rarely. I don't know why, but it's like I can't talk. I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm going with the flow. But again, really a lot of disconcerting effect in this scenario because with Moria, I could put her in a scenario where it's like, okay, I don't know why, but it's not like I said that wrong. Okay, let's go with the flow. Scenario, this confusion because she is literally just very bland in some other sorts of scenarios, but she's able to dish out a bunch of healing, a bunch of damage. She's a DPS pretty much in different scenarios, and her ult is able to go for plethora of shields and characters and just bring out a bunch of damage and just dish out what is needed for the team and be a tank of damage. Not obviously in that scenario, and with her abilities, she's able to maneuver and very inconvaluable to the scenario of a person's abilities. And inconvaluable is pretty much they can't do anything, so she's inconvaluable because what you're doing is irrelevant because she's able to move through a Doomfist punch. Doomfist can't keep up with her arguably, and her sucking away your health and just demolishing you is not going to actually be able to put her to a team because you're just dying. And too many of her stuff is just her tearing through you. So you can't do anything. It makes sense to me. I said that where I'm happy. Hold up. Speed run. Go to Mercy. Mercy is very debatable like Moria, but Moria is so great in my opinion, like I said before, and obviously me showing and there's no really unfallible sense in that scenario. Because I know what I'm talking about with this. I'm just saying it's very weird how you put because she's great in a bunch of different accountable scenarios. This is how you see it. And I believe Mercy's in the same scenario. But she's also debatably ultimate because back in the day she would be ultimate. Mercy would be needed. She can res your entire team. And in this scenario, she can still technically do that, but it's only one, obviously. But I still feel like she's just in great. Like, she just is a bunch of situational, I guess you could say, scenario. Like, it goes hand in hand, but I'm just saying she's a big situational complication because she's very good at healing into person to person, but she's easy to target to take off. And she doesn't really have any counter ability to anybody, but every character here does. And she's just a one-sided composition because she's very good at being there for the people, but she's not good in the very collateral sense because she's just a walking healing orb pretty much. She's just one standing character, no accountability. She has a weapon, obviously, but it's not just about that. It's just about what are you going to do when there's not many people around you? What do you put to the team on your own that's a sensible counterfeitability to everybody else? You're not really putting in as much of the addition point that we need. It's not very valuable in that scenario. And again, when it comes to team composition, she's great, but she can't really observe and dish out the same amount of clarity as everyone else. So she's very one-sided. So arguably she's just good, but I would say she's great. And that's how I feel about it. Her ult is pretty good as well. Here, hold up. Let me just look at something real quick. Sit over right. Happy. And to go back on my point, because I said it right, is just a situational turn of events. The May Debatably, she's ultimate because of her ult and what she can do as a stall character, crowd control, and making everybody just be puppets and not really being able to dish out what they're planning to do. And with team composition, they'll just demolish all of them and they won't be able to do anything because just that alone, she's able to cycle out a bunch of far range. She's able to put niggas in the ground. And with her ult, she's just able to keep everybody in place and stagger out a bunch of the points needed clarity, and there's nothing they can do. And even without it being counterpoint and just a point of being able to dish out a much of building scenarios and separation for people is good. And she can work as a tank, even though she's not, but still, May is a beast. Now she's still going great in that scenario, but just with that alone, I would say she goes an ultimate. McCree. Arguably, he's a high character, and it seemed like he's just been fucked over. But I would say it's good. His ultimate's good. Very situational, turn of events type of character that's able to be in plateau of different composition. And yeah, he's a beast. Anna, great. Her ult brings a plethora of damage and greatness for everybody on the team. She's able to help everybody. She works with every composition, in my opinion. I need someone to try to prove me wrong with that. And she's just a beast. Simple as that. That's all I gotta say, really. Yeah, this is my tier list. We have everybody you see here in Ultimate, everybody in Great, everybody in Good, and everybody in Night. That's my opinion. If you guys disagree, that's perfectly fine. You can tell me in the comments. You can give me your tier list. I guess in a way it would be debate, but more just similarity and contrasting, opinionated feel of a conversation, because that's obviously what we're having, or just have a clarification for that, and just bring your own sentimental value for these characters, I guess. That's what it really is. But still, if you disagree with people, please try to keep it nice and be cool about them, be a jerk, be cash money, bruh. And most importantly, again, it's my opinion. If you don't disagree with it, that's perfectly fine. If you do disagree with it, it's perfectly fine too. Ain't no stunner or nothing. It's just be yourself. I said felt. Be yourself. I'm done with this. I can't even talk today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out, Marmy.